All right, how's it going, everyone? iPause New Hampshire here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a very long time since I made a video like this. We're going to be doing an updated weather radio collection video. Last time I did this was, sometime in 2023, I want to say. Anyways, it's late. I'm not going to be testing the sirens, but we're going to go from left to right, and you guys can already see there's some new additions to this collection, so it's looking good. Starting over here, you guys already know what one this is. This is the most classic weather radio you can possibly have as an EAS community member or weather radio YouTuber. It is the Midland WR100.
West with gusts up to 25 knots late this evening, then increasing to 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 30 knots.
Thing sounds great. Backlight still works perfectly fine. The tuner has not died at all. It has not shown signs of dying. It's great. Next is the WR120. First weather radio I ever got. Backlight is definitely showing its age.
A slight chance of drizzle early this evening. Friday, west winds 25 to 30 knots.
If you're starting out in the community, this is a perfect first radio to get yourself. Onto the handhelds right now. One that's not here that I do have is the ER50. I have the Midland ER50. This one I'm going to be giving to my cousin at some point when I see him. This is the Midland ER10. This is a standard AM/FM weather band radio that can do 1050 hertz activation. It's got a flashlight up here and a headphone jack on the side. It does not have any sort of recharging method. It actually takes AA batteries that go in the back. This thing is very, very light, I don't want to say cheap because it's Midland. They do make really good stuff, but you guys can kind of tell what I mean when I say cheap. The ER50, though, on the other hand, it's got phone charging, hand crank, mini USB, I think, is the charger cable that comes with it. So there's many different ways to charge the thing, and it has all the same features that the ER10 does. AM, FM, weather band, backlight, all that stuff. Uniden Bearcat BC125AT handheld scanner, which does pick up NOAA weather radio, but that's not the reason why I use it. I actually use it for monitoring police and fire departments throughout the county.
4 feet. Wave
It just happens to be on NOAA weather radio because that was the last time I had it on. A lot of the frequencies around the county are still on analog, so I don't really have a need to upgrade to a digital scanner just yet, but down the line when most people switch over to digital, I will need to do that because the analog scanners are going to become unusable. Next up, Midland EH55VP. We were kind of tricked into thinking that this radio had like all the new codes in it and stuff like that, like storm surge warning and extreme wind warning, but actually all Midland did was rebrand the HH54VP2 under this new label, and it does not come with a charging cradle. That's the only difference. It charges with a cable that you plug into the side right here, just your standard AC adapter. This is the first hand crank radio I ever got, which is actually broken. The hand crank's broken. This is the Eton Scorpion 2. It's got AM, FM weather band, bottle opener. It can also did I say no weather radio? Yeah. It does not have any sort of activation, though. It doesn't do 1050 hertz or anything like that. But it is a good radio for going camping and stuff like that. So, next up here, we have the Sangean CL100. Go ahead and turn this on real quick. Rest in peace.
East of the area into the North Atlantic Sunday night. Another high pressure will build east across the waters Sunday night through Monday night, then shift east.
One thing I like about this radio is that it tends to fade into whatever it's doing. You guys see right there when I click the weather button, it tends to just like fade into the broadcast. It's great. It's a lot better than just like pressing the button and getting bombarded with audio, especially if you forget what volume you left it at. You have a chance with this one to at least turn it down before you go deaf. So right here is the Midland WR400.
No showers with visibility 1 nautical mile or less. Friday, west winds 25 to 35 knots.
Great radio. Highly recommend it if you're just starting out. It is one of the more expensive weather radios you can get from Midland. It picks up AM and FM as well. And the scrolls look great. Like if you go on here and you go to edit events, you can scroll through the different alerts that this thing has programmed into it. If I go to, where is it? Set events, edit events. Look at this. These scrolls look fantastic. I can't wait to get some more of these. This tail end of winter is going to be really fun because this is where it kicks up a notch. If you're a New Englander, you get like the late winter snowstorms and stuff like that. This is going to be really cool. I can't wait to get captures of this. So we get that out of the way. Let's go look at the rest of the radios that I picked up. This right here is an absolute titan when it comes to the weather radios. A lot of the people will stick this in their top 5. This is the Midland 74200.
As of 8 p.m. at Mount Desert Rock, the wind was east at 21 knots, with gusts to 24 knots.
When I got this off of eBay, the seller did not ever take the protective film off the screen. There's still some marks, but that'll just come off with some cleaning. But the fact that this radio was produced in 1999 and the owner never took the film off blows my mind. It's actually insane that this radio has lasted for damn near 30 years and no one took the film off of it. And I don't even know if he was the original owner. He or she was the original owner. It probably has changed hands several times, I would guess. And no one bothered to take the film off. Love that. And finally, we have the Radio Shack 12521. I do like this radio. It served me well so far. I do have one gripe, and that is, I don't know if it's the speaker going bad or it's the tuner, but when I press weather, listen to what it sounds like. If anyone knows what the cause of that is, please let me know down below because I would be willing to tear this thing apart and potentially fix it. I was going to order a 12262, but it was an auction only and it was about to end, so I didn't even bother throwing any money down. If one comes back up, I will probably get it. I have heard the 12262s last longer than the 521s and have less issues than the 521s, but most of the Radio Shack radios produced around this time have their own issues, so it is what it is. Anyways, this is my full collection. Just want to thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tried to make this as quick as possible. But yeah, thank you guys very much and take care.